kind of arrange these songs. And so I'm calling this is the pilgrimage of a singing heart. And the songs, some of them more obviously than others, tell a story and sort of an overall story. Although they didn't write them, all together like I'm writing a rock opera or something, because they're, just individual songs. But then, I kind of could string them together this way. So I start at the beginning, and many of you already know this story. It's about me. I was just, I started out 19 years old, pretty much mixed up, pretty unhappy. Didn't really see very far into the future, a lot of purpose for my life. I didn't really have much purpose. This was 1972. I just graduated from high school, and I was kind of a wannabe hippie atheist kid. And I was living, in a time that was the country was pretty much in a big upheaval. I'd lived through 3 pretty significant assassinations: John F. Kennedy, his brother, and Martin Luther King, from the time I was 10 to the time I was 19, 18 or 19. Vietnam was going on, and they were using the draft, and they were showing lottery numbers, and I had got a lottery number picked. And even though in my area my number was fairly high, so I wasn't too nervous about getting called up, that was still hanging over my head. There was, the presidential election for Hubert Humphrey and Richard M. Nixon in 1968, right? In Chicago. It was a literal riot. I mean, it was bad news. That was bad. That was going on. There were the Watts riots down in LA. There's civil rights riots going all over the South and places. And so the world was just, it was for a 19-year-old kid not knowing what, life was all about and everything, looking out, here's the world I'm going into, was a little scary, to say the least. And the world was a mess. Surprise, surprise. And on top of all that, I was in a lousy relationship with a girlfriend that I couldn't seem to get out of. So man, my life was just kind of a mess as far as I was concerned. And then someone told me about Jesus. Of course, since I thought I was an atheist, that wasn't something I was initially very interested in. But within a period of a week after I'd listened and heard that message over and over, it changed my life. And I believed, and I started following Jesus. Now, the world was still the same world. It was still the messy world that it was. But my girlfriend had left me. So that was one positive thing that came out of it at that point. But the other thing was, it was rather than, the outside world circumstances, that didn't change, but something really changed inside of me was I suddenly had a purpose for life. Rather than being unhappy, I suddenly had this strange peace and joy in my life that was coming from somewhere else, because it wasn't coming from me. And so the day that happened was February 11th, 1972, 51 and a half years ago. So that's where my pilgrimage started. And so I'm going to begin with a song that I wrote that same year, a few months after my conversion experience. And it was really one of the first songs I ever wrote. Before I was a Christian, I tried writing songs, and they were just stupid. They were ridiculous. I can't even remember. I worked summer job, for my grandfather on his ranch, where people were picking nectarines and plums, and I was driving tractor. I was writing songs about that. It was like, how boring. So I wrote this song, and that it's just a little short song that it expresses what I was really thinking, what I was really feeling at that time of my life as I began to embark on this new pilgrimage. Now, the second song I'm going to sing is a song I wrote in March of this year. And it's a reassessment of some sorts of how this pilgrimage has progressed over a period of about 51 and a half years. And it's called I'm Still Singing. So this is My Heart Started Singing. And my sister, she's the only one here in this room that would have heard it way back then. For 19 years in a roundabout way, I've been searching for love every night and every day, but it never occurred to me to let you show me the way. So I searched here and I searched there, then I started searching everywhere, but I always lost myself in a sea of despair. Then my heart started singing on the day that I met you. Oh, you washed me clean and you made me whole and you made me new. I'm a new creation in you. Step by step, it's a lovely walk. I'm learning to talk out my life with you and let you level out the bumps and lift away the blues. But it's no bed of roses, there are problems that it poses. I'm learning to face life, but it's a stroll compared to the struggle of my former life. Then my heart started singing on the day that I met you. Oh, you washed me clean and you made me whole and you made me new. I'm a new creation in you. Then my heart started singing on the day that I met you. Oh, you washed me clean and you made me whole and you made me new. I'm a new creation. See, I got Jamie on my foot. I say, that's only good for that one song. Well, my heart started singing many years, many miles ago, when I started walking down this long, long, narrow road. I couldn't see the future, it was only one step at a time. And looking back, I see, Lord, you always guided me, and now here I am, I'm doing fine. And I'm still singing about you, Jesus. I'm still trusting you to get me through each day. And though I don't know where the road will bend, I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep singing about you till forever ends. I've lost track of all the blessings you have poured out on me, all the prayers you've answered in my times of need. How every time I've fallen, Lord, you carried me. Now looking back, I see when I lost my paddle up the creek, you walked on water and came to rescue me. And I'm still singing about you, Jesus. I'm still trusting you to get me through each day. And though I don't know where the road will be, I'm waiting for the day when at last I see your smiling face. When the road I'm on finally brings me to your dwelling place. All my troubles and fears will be washed away in the crystal clear waters of your river of grace. And all my tears will float away without a trace. And I'm still singing about you, Jesus. I'll keep trusting you to get me through each day. And though I don't know where the road will bend, I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep singing about you till forever ends. Yeah, I'm still singing about you, Jesus. I'm still trusting you to get me through each day. And though I don't know where the road will bend, I'm gonna keep singing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep singing about you till forever ends. And then, that was the beginning, but then this pilgrimage always starts with our need for something more. To know that we are loved and we are worth something to somebody. And so that's what this song is. We all wanna be loved. We all wanna be loved. No matter how far we run, we never can escape from. It's true for everyone. We all wanna be loved. Whatever you may have done or tried to hide under the sun, it may be high or it may be low. Love will come for you wherever you go. We all wanna be loved. Now you can sing. We all wanna be loved. No matter how far we run, we never can escape from. It's true for everyone. We all wanna be loved. Real love is stronger than stone, closer than heart and flesh and bone, way down deep inside your lonely soul. Love won't stop till it makes you its home. We all wanna be loved. Yeah. We all wanna be loved. No matter how far we run, we never can escape from. It's true for everyone. We all wanna be loved. We all wanna be loved. We all wanna be loved. No matter how far we run, we never can escape from. It's true for everyone. We all wanna be loved. 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 And of course, there is no greater love than God's love, because God is love, right? And what I discovered on this pilgrimage, and I've had to be reminded of it over and over again and again, often on a daily, moment by moment basis, is that God's love is a gift. He gives his love freely, no strings attached, and he reminds us of it in 1,000 different ways every day if we're paying attention to it. So the next two songs are all about that. There's so much love surrounding me, blowing in the wind, the skies and the trees, a burning light that fills up my soul like a night sky full of precious jewels. There's so much love, so much love. The power of love can overcome me, gently sweeping me off of my feet, picking me up when I'm down on my knees, holding me tight and dancing so sweet. There's so much love, so much love. There's so much love. From early in the morning till late at night, wondering if everything will be all right. Love is always there by our side. Love is the answer, love is the key. Love can set our broken hearts free. Love is what everybody needs. There's so much love, so much love. Love is a neighbor knocking on our door when we can't remember what life is for. Some people fight it, some people don't. Some hold on and never let go of so much love, so much love. Love is as big as the heart of God, big enough to love every one of us. This river of love will never run dry. Step on in and be baptized in so much love. Yeah, so much love. There's so much love. From early in the morning till late at night, wondering if everything will be alright. Love is always there by our side. Love is the answer, love is the key. Love can set our broken hearts free. Love is what everybody needs. Oh, so much love, so much love. Yeah, there's so much love, so much love. And again, it's, as we all know, it's a free gift. It's his gift. Every moment, every breath, take it as a gift. Every little heaven. Take it as a gift. It's always there for you, it's always coming through. Open up your heart, let go of the dark. There's so much life to receive. Take it as a gift, you have the key. There's no one stopping you. Just take it as a gift. Every smile, every touch, take it as a gift. It may not seem like much, but take it as a gift. Every drop of rain, every scar and every pain are beauty marks from God. From every battle fought, they're part of who you are. To remind you how you got this far. There's no turning back now. Just take it as a gift. And when you're all alone, take it as a gift. 'Cause you're never all alone. Take it as a gift. He's always there for you, faithful and true. No matter where you go, he's holding on to you. That's the promise he made. He'll never, never go away. He's got so much love for you. Just take it as a gift. Just take it as a gift. Take it as a gift. Just take it as a gift. And then, as we go on our pilgrim way, we realize that our life is just a response to all of God's free gifts. Too often, though, we're so caught up in ourselves, we're caught up in our worries, we're caught up in our fears, we're caught up in our desires, whatever, that we miss his expressions of love to us. And so that's what this song is all about, called How Could I Miss It? How could I miss it and be so blind when all around me your love shines? It took a miracle to open my eyes. How could I miss it? How could I be so blind? My heart was hiding, I was so afraid, huddled in the darkness of my mind. You opened the door and let in the light. How could I miss it? How could I be so blind? Like a shoreless ocean, like an endless sky, your love surrounds me, your love surrounds me with every heartbeat I find. This moment is forever. The future is right here now. Eternity is in your eyes. How could I miss it? How could I be so blind? Like a shoreless ocean, like an endless sky, your love surrounds me, your love surrounds me with every heartbeat I find. This moment is forever. The future is right here now. Eternity is in your eyes. How could I miss it? How could I be so blind? So even though this pilgrim life is a journey, it's what we do in all the moments of the journey that really matter. Not just where we're going, but how we're going. We get so busy making our plans for the next thing, we miss what's happening right now in front of our eyes. Famous philosopher and poet John Lennon said, "Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans." So we need to slow down and we need to make sure that we're putting first things first. I'm someone who is easily distracted. Procrastination is an easy game to play. Curiosity can kill the cat, and too often that's where I'm at. I have to stop and take the time to put first things first. Get outside, feel the world all around. Hear the birds sing and all the city sounds. Listen to the Maker's voice come through the veil. And be glad to be alive and know all is well. Yeah, all is well. First thing in the morning, it's talk to God. Tell him thank you for everything I've got. Read the Bible and bow my head to pray. First things first, at the start of the day. Take every moment as a unique moment, filled with great possibilities. I never know what a day may bring, but I want to be ready for anything. So I need to stay connected to the one who will love me through everything. Through everything, yeah. Through everything. He loves me through everything. And first thing in the morning, it's talk to God. Tell him thank you for all that I've got. Read the Bible, bow my head to pray. First things first, at the start of the day. Get outside, feel the world all around. Hear the birds sing and all the city sounds. Listen to the Maker's voice come through the veil, and be glad to be alive and know all is well. Yeah, all is well. Because I'm someone who is easily distracted. Procrastination is an easy game to play. Curiosity can kill a cat, and too often that's where I'm at. I have to stop and take the time to put first things first. Yeah, put first things first. First things first. And there's one thing that this pilgrimage demands. It's not an option. And that is humility. John the Baptist said, "He must increase and I must decrease." And learning humility is a never-ending lesson of life. If we're going to follow Jesus, it is non-negotiable. It says in the Bible, God is opposed to the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. So if you think you are strong, you don't think you need help, you need to think again. Because as this song says, you're weaker than you think. Oh, I got a special treat for you on this song.
You are breaking that out, no?
Now this should be interesting. You know what this is, Mason? You got one, huh? Okay. Don't think you don't need a helping hand. Don't think you don't need someone to help you stand. If you think you got all your problems beat and you're always gonna land on your 2 feet, don't kid yourself, you're weaker than you think. Don't think you can go it all alone. Don't think you can fix it all on your own. If you think you never need to call retreat, you're strong enough to never face defeat. Don't kid yourself. You're weaker than you think. 'Cause life goes up and life goes down. Life gets lost and life gets found. Sometimes you fly, sometimes you hit the ground. Life can be bitter, life can be sweet. You can't live without it, so get all the help you need. And don't kid yourself, you're weaker than you think. Life goes up and life goes down, and life gets lost and life gets found. And sometimes you fly, sometimes you hit the ground. Life can be bitter, life can be sweet. You can't live without it, so get all the help you need. And don't kid yourself, weaker than you think. Don't think you'll always get from here to there. And don't think you'll reach heaven climbing up golden stairs. 'Cause you're closer to the bottom than you think when you've almost reached the mountain peak. Don't kid yourself, you're weaker than you think. Life goes up and life goes down. Life gets lost and life gets found. Sometimes you fly, sometimes you hit the ground. Life can be bitter, life can be sweet. Can't live without it, so get all the help you need. And don't kid yourself, you're weaker than you think. And don't kid yourself, you're weaker than you think. And they break out in a mildly wild round of applause. Play more harmonica. Oh, you think that was good? Now get ready. We're coming to the PG-13 part of the show. The beautiful thing about this pilgrim life is that it's totally out of our control. And it's full of unexpected surprises. We can fight it. We can try to fight it. It's not going to do us any good. Because life is full of paradoxes. Life is full of unexpected changes to our agenda. You go out for a nice little dirt bike ride one day, and the next thing you know, you're waking up 14 feet down or wherever, at the bottom of a canyon, and next several months of your life have just totally going somewhere you never anticipated. So we can't waste our time whining, asking, why me? Why me? Just laugh. Because isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Doesn't really matter who I am. It just keeps coming again and again. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Now, this song, I'm being really honest. I'm being really transparent with you all, sharing my life. I get really really exposed in this one. You know, some songs, you know, they throw a line in there and it's like it puts an image in your mind and now you can't live without it. You know, Bob Dylan wrote a song way back in the 60s called It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. You know, beautiful song. And then right in the middle of it, he puts this line then. It says, even the president of the United States must sometimes have to stand naked. You know who was president at that time? Lyndon Johnson. If that isn't an image to ruin your day, I don't know what is. So I apologize ahead of time. If this puts an image in your mind that you wished had never been there. But here goes. Let me see. I need one of these. It's called Isn't Life Funny? Isn't Life Grand? You can have fun with this one. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? It doesn't really matter who I am. It just keeps coming again and again. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Oh, you guys can sing that one. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? It doesn't really matter who I am. It just keeps coming again and again. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? I can't understand all the stuff I see. It's always one step way ahead of me. I'm working on a puzzle and away it goes, slipping away out of my control. I'll give it to someone else, smarter, who knows? 'Cause isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? It doesn't really matter who I am. It just keeps coming again and again. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? I'm gonna really try to keep a straight face as I sing this next verse. 'Cause I'm writing this song in my underwear. There's no one around, so what do I care? It's early in the day and I'm feeling okay. When I get dressed, I'll be on my way, singing this song with a grin on my face. 'Cause isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? It doesn't really matter who I am. It just keeps coming again and again. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Someday you might just hit a grand slam, then march down the street at the head of a band. Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? You never really know where you might land. Things don't always work out the way that you planned. Some days a lion, some days a lamb. Some days you fall, some days you stand. Better give it to someone else with bigger hands. 'Cause isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? You gotta keep giving it all that you can. Stay away from the big con man and don't get caught in his dirty little plans. 'Cause isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? It doesn't really matter who I am. It just keeps coming Yeah. Woo! Made it through that. I was nervous about that one. Fortunately, God gives us on this pilgrimage others to walk with us. And God's given me somebody very special. And so this is that part of the concert where I sing a love song for my wife. It's been a good day. Yeah, I've got to say, hey, it's been a good day. Some days just don't work out that way. But this day sure has been a good day. Blessing number one, I made it through the night. Blessing number two, I'm feeling all right. Blessing number three, you're still in love with me. Blessing number four, you make me happier than I should be. It's been a good day. Yeah, I've got to say, hey, it's been a good day. Some days just don't work out that way. But this day sure has been a good day. Blessing number five, you keep me satisfied. And blessing number six, my broken heart got fixed. Blessing number seven, I feel like I'm in heaven. And blessing number eight, ain't life great? It's been a good day. Yeah, I've got to say, hey, it's been a good day. Some days just don't work out that way. But this day sure has been a good day. Blessing number nine, your smile is like the sunshine. Blessing number 10, tomorrow it starts all over again. It's been a good day. Yeah, I've got to say, hey, it's been a good day. Some days just don't work out that way. But this day sure has been a good day. This day sure has been a good day. Continuing on with love songs for my dear wife. On this pilgrimage with others, we learn to be realistic. about ourselves. And that is no more true than in the marriage relationship. Because when we're by ourselves, we can fantasize all we want about how great we are. But then you get married and then you have kids and poof, all those fantasies just go up in smoke. And I've had 47 glorious years of fantasies, poof, going up in smoke. And I'm so glad, because as this song says, that kind of lover I'm not. Would you mind if I don't say that I would swim the ocean for you? If I tried, I would never survive. I would drown for sure in the salty blue. And pardon me if I drop the charade about climbing up a mountain high. Heights only make me dizzy, and it's not the way I want to die. But nevertheless, I love you in my own simple, modest way. Deep down in my heart is a romantic of sorts. I just don't want it to ruin my day. Yeah, like a cold cup of can on a burner. Give it time and it will get hot. But don't ask me to walk across the burning desert, because that kind of lover I'm not. I am a man of deep emotion. I keep them deep down inside. You may say that doesn't sound healthy, but that's how I've always survived. But my love for you is sincere. It's true and all that other mushy stuff. And I have no plans to ever leave you, not even when the going gets tough. So believe me when I say I love you in my own simple, modest way. 'Cause deep down in my heart I'm a romantic of sorts. I just don't want it to ruin my day. Yeah, like a cold can of soup on the burner. Give it time and it will get hot. Don't ask me to walk across the burning desert, because that kind of lover I'm not. Yeah, don't ask me to walk across the burning desert, because that kind of lover I'm not. There you go. And as we're all pilgrims on this walk together, let's see here. We're with people in this world, all over this world, who love Jesus. At least that's what they say. And you think about it, the stupidest thing in this world is for followers of Jesus to fight with one another. You know why it's so stupid? Because it misses the whole point. It misses the whole point entirely. What were Jesus' last orders to us before he died on the cross? He said to love one another, and that is how the world is going to be able to identify that you are my followers, if you have love for one another. So when we fight with one another, we are basically declaring to the world that we aren't really followers of Jesus, because we are acting completely contrary to the wishes of the one that we say we are following. So basically what we're doing is just making fools out of ourselves. And so this next song is kind of a loose parable about that idea. I wrote this on an airplane, started riding it on an airplane. Last time we went to Florida on a red eye express, and sun was coming up, and I was sitting there looking out the window. She let me sit by the window on that part of the flight. I'm grateful for. I probably wouldn't have written this song. I'm flying to Orlando on the red eye overnight. I'm leaving California, listening to John Prine. I haven't slept a wink and I'm just passing time, watching clouds go waltzing by across the morning sky. We stood in lines, we sit in rows, we all took off our shoes. We let some stranger pat us down and tell us what to do. We take our turn to get our bags when they come down the chute. I guess we learned our lessons well when we were back in school. Oh, I'm glad that I'm alive in the 21st century. Now I can get to anywhere, wherever I need to be. It's a marvel of mankind and something to see. How we're civilized and so polite with strangers in the next seat. Well, I feel for all the mothers who fly with little ones, who fuss and fight and cry aloud at the top of their lungs. I pity those around them who have nowhere to hide, praying for a miracle before they lose their minds. But I'm glad that I'm alive in the 21st century. Now I can get to anywhere, wherever I need to be. It's a marvel of mankind and something to see. How we're civilized and so polite with strangers in the next seat. When you fly the friendly skies, take a look around at all your fellow flyers before you hit the ground. Everyone is different and needs a helping hand, and everyone needs someone to hug them when they land. Oh, I'm glad that I'm alive in the 21st century. Now I can get to anywhere, wherever I need to be. It's a marvel of mankind and something to see. How we're civilized and so polite with strangers in the next seat. How we're civilized and so polite with strangers in the next seat. This pilgrim life is ultimately a life moving toward freedom. It's all about freedom. Freedom from sin, freedom from fear, freedom from anger, greed, selfishness, hopelessness, ultimately freedom from death. And America is a country that was founded on the concept that all people are born with the fundamental right to be free. America, it's the great beacon of light of freedom that shines in the world. But even from the start, it was obvious that America had a long way to go to realize that very lofty ideal. In fact, many of the signers of the Constitution were slave owners. I mean, the main writer, Thomas Jefferson, was a man who owned many slaves. How free were those folks? So as wonderful as America is, it still falls far short for many people. Real freedom is not something that is measured by our outward circumstances. Real freedom is a matter of the heart and of the spirit. And I spent this last 4th of July at a family camp up in the hills of Santa Cruz. And the camp was far, far away from the Santa Cruz boardwalk or wherever they were blowing off the fireworks and everything. And the contrast of knowing about what was going on, all the noise and explosions, the contrast with that with this profound stillness and quiet and peacefulness that I was experiencing at this camp got me started thinking about these ideas. And like, why do we celebrate freedom and peace with fake bombs and explosive devices? Shouldn't we celebrate peace and freedom with peace and freedom? Anyway, that got me thinking. Anyway, this song, it's the result of those thoughts, and it's called Independence Day. I can't hear fireworks exploding. The crowds are all far away. I'm here in the hills of Santa Cruz, and it still can be. And there's a quiet blooming in the night sky. Somehow it feels so right to celebrate Independence Day on such a peaceful night. I was born in the land of freedom, raised in the home of the brave. I traveled from sea to shining sea. I've lived beneath purple mountain majesty. And all my life I've heard the cries for freedom, trembled at the rockets' red glare. I'm an old man now, and I'm wondering why peace is so hard and so rare. Oh, America, America, God shed his grace on thee on this 4th of July. Below bright starry skies, show us how to be free. Oh, America, America, God shed his grace on thee on this 4th of July. Below bright starry skies, show us how to be free. But every pilgrimage is ultimately going somewhere. And for us, where we're going is what is going to keep us on this journey. That's our hope. That all the tears, all the pain, all the sufferings of this world will one day be over. That is our great and glorious hope. One day there will be, as this song says, no more sad songs. Someday there will be no more sad songs. All the heartache and hurt will be all gone. Every tear will be dried and the sun will shine. Broken pieces will all be mended. Someday there will always be gladness. All the fighting and leaving will be in the past. All the angry words will be left behind. There will only be smiles and embraces. Someday we will all be like children, laughing and playing out under the sun. With no fear we might be abandoned while we are with our dear companions. Someday when there are no more sad songs, the river of peace will forever flow on. We'll all truly love one another, and no one will ever sing sad songs. Someday there will be no more sad songs. All the heartache and hurt will be all gone. Every tear will be dried and the sun will shine. Broken pieces will all be mended, and no one will ever sing sad songs, and no one will ever sing sad songs. Amen. Thank you all.
Thank you for your, wasn't that a rock opera? I don't know what that was.